Hey everyone, so I just wanted to show you about two things on calendar. So my calendar is sitting up here. If you don't have it on your on the immediate dashboard, you can go into more, and then obviously again you can use the little pencil to add it if you don't have it in any of those in this drop down, or you can use the little pencil to say please bring it up into your main tabs. So I've stopped some of my calendars. Oh, I thought I had. Let's just take those things off for now. So basically when you go into your calendar view, you should have only these clad invitations which I sent last year if you responded that you would be there. If you've not used anything else on calendar, you shouldn't have anything else there. So basically there's a very quick thing to do your own calendar. So you'll see assigned to, and it's to me as a user, and it's Wendy Lewin, and I can put down you know, that I like something like this, like that, and then I can say okay, it's related to sorry, I'm just being silly here, and I can say it's related to Leicester here. There, and that's right. Oh, and I can make a number of people as well. And then just say it's not an all-day event, it's a blah blah blah, it repeats, like pretty much like most calendars do. There's a list here for other things that you'll see later, and then can save, and that will just go onto my my personal calendar. No one else will be able to see it. I'm just going to delete it because it's not true. But other than that, there are two things that I needed to show you today. If you've seen the video on how to create lists, you can make a calendar with anything that you've made a list of that has a start date and an end date. So for instance, I've got all our encounters created here, and I'll just quickly add a color here. I can make it any other color I want, show only this calendar, edit calendar, delete calendar. I can make it light blue, you know, that sort of thing. But these are all the encounters that people have logged or that we planned. So you'll see LUT week 4 there. Colleen's online Sinotolo runs for 3 months, so she hasn't done it in specific dates yet. So it just goes all the way from whenever it started to the completion date here. So I'm going to take those off, but here is, I've made a list of things that I've captured, so it's filtered on me as the capturer, and you can see here that I can check when I've captured different things. So that was a key interaction with Zakani, and I can go onto the calendar and check that I've captured it for that day. How you do that is you go here and you say new calendar, and the object is just another name for the tab that you want to put it on. So you would go here and you'd go programmatic information. Excuse all of these options, it's just okay, and then just I want to create this calendar, and I'm going to call it Thought Leader Activities, and the start date I will use the start date, and the end date I will use completion date. And for apply filter, it gives me all this huge list of lists. Now if I have done a Thought Leader Activities list, which I know I have, then it goes there, Thought Leader Cluster Activities, and the field name to display is weird because it's right down at the bottom, but basically it's that one, resource, encounter, or interaction, because that's then the name of the field. And then create the calendar, and it will now be here. And I want to change the color. Oh, I've just switched it off, sorry, because that's of course not how you change the color. And I'm going to make it like an orange, so I can see, okay, so it doubles up because I have another calendar saying thought leader resources. So anything that is a resource will also be in there, but it's just reflecting one record. But I can see those. Oh, sorry, it's obviously not looking at thought leader resources. It's looking at the things I've captured. That in orange and the in green and the thought leader activities in orange. So I can just look at that and go, okay, what were we meaning to do for this calendar time? So that's me waffling, sorry, but that's how you can create your own. If you've created your own lists in programmatic information, you can then create your own calendar just to keep track of those lists. If you want help doing that, please ask me. Now, the new calendars that we've been talking about are going to be shared calendars with everyone in the organization, which means that they're going to go under other calendars, because these ones are my calendars. They're the ones that I'm allowed to see, and unless I share my events calendar with you, you can't see anything that I've done here. So you go here, other calendar options, and we say add calendars. Now, you won't be able to add a calendar yourself unless it's you saying, okay, I want people's calendars and I want to add Tundi's calendar here. If she's given permission, I would be able to do that. But this is the fun one. Public calendars and resources. So this should be able to be used for like booking out rooms or cars or stuff like that. But we're going to go for calendar. And there is one which we spoke about last week. So if you just type in leave, it now says staff leave, TOIL and retreat days. And this is what we've asked everybody just to capture when they need to have leave. So you'll see here, let me just go down here. I'm going to make this a lovely, man, guys, I keep doing that, sorry. That is to stop it from being visible. This is to change the color. I'm going to make it a nice dark green, I think. And so when you want to, when you've now got that visible, you can go into a day and it will say which calendar do you want to assign it to, and you go down here and you say I want it to be in a shared calendar, and you just search for leave and you say yes, that calendar is the one, and then I will say Wendy, example of completing leave, and let's say it's an all-day event on the date I clicked on. And I go down to type, and I'm just going to say a retreat day, right? And location and all of those can be put in, don't have to be put in. And you can put in a description if you want to. We might end up saying, hey, if you're taking family responsibility leave, can you just put in a description quickly to say this is because my mother is sick and I need to take her to the doctor or whatever. But that's for us to do later. But that's basically how you do it, and then you say save, and it should now show up on the calendar. So ideally everybody would put their own stuff in there, and then we could see all of these. Now there are two other calendars that you might be interested in the other calendar option. So I'm just going to go add calendars. This one Stratleaders just asked me to do today, and it's called internal staff rhythms and meetings. I've just done it for the end of this year, and I'm going to do it dark blue. You see, I'm learning. I don't know why dark blue, but there it is. So now you can see 9 a.m. staff meeting, 1 p.m. programmatic staff, and those are recurring. I've also added our CLAD days as in this calendar, as well as events for myself, and you will see like that, that on each day. Those are now there until the end of the year. So as you're looking at leave, as you're looking at different things, the only thing I haven't added, Ren and Lutando, I will do that right now, is our programmatic staff review preview days. But otherwise you will see that we've got a market day there and a market day there. That's the notice that we sent out to everyone. And so as we're working towards the end of the year, we can actually put these. You can refer to this calendar to see what you would miss and what you wouldn't. And then the other calendar, which I created last year, never used, is one that tracks global observances calendar. So you can find this too, and basically it will say, okay, that's International Day what? To what? Sorry. To end impunity for crimes against journalists. There we are. World Science Day, World Tsunami Awareness Day, World Antibiotics Awareness, World Diabetes Day, World Television Day. Like, so they're all there, people. Those are from the UN calendars, and I think I added from some of the justice calendars, the integral mission stuff as well. And so as we're planning for different things, you'll see World Habitat Day. What was this one? World Teachers Day, but I know that there's an international food thing that's Zukile and, see the two Z's, Zukile and Monwabisi are looking towards. There's disaster response, disarmament week, blah, 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 blah. So if you've got those in the calendar, you can start going, oh, look, we can actually use World Cities Day as something to talk about urban justice, or, you know, things like that. But that's how you add those calendars, is you'll have to know about them. But just put in staff or global or staff, and they should come up as suggestions, and then you can add them. If you want to add another calendar to our shared calendars, let me know, and Zenzile and I will organize that for you, because it is something that you have to add in another way. But these ones, my calendars, and any of the lists that we have, you can add for yourself. And I'm going to stop that there.